ito malala. Ang pinasan ng House of Representatives publicly ay 16 billion. Ang Senate version, 16.35 billion lang. So, ang tinaas lang nito ay 1 million. Alam mo kung paano nila ni-reconcile? Pagdating ng bicameral, naging 33.67 billion ang budget ng House of Representatives. That's a 105.93 increase. Anong tawag nyo dyan? Pera nyo yan. Tell me, anong tawag nyo dyan? And why are you letting these people get away with it? Eh yung mga snatcher nga, binubugbog. Eto, binibigyan nyo ng bilyong harap-harapan na? Tell me. Ulitin ko dahil nagdodraw ng pinapapunta ng mainstream media sa aking page, ang mga tao sa kaka-advertise sila ng aking pangalan, and especially now, hindi ba? Kaya, i-discuss natin ang dapat malaman ng bawat isang Pilipino. Okay? Ito ang budget of House of Representatives. Okay? Budget of House of Representatives. I already discussed this before. So, anong mga sources ko nito? Ang sources ko nito is documents itself from the Senate. Okay? So, ang mga nakikita nyo dito, papaliwanag ko lang sa inyo ang budget cycle. Ang budget cycle kasi, so, yung House of Representatives, mag-a-approve sila ng version ng budget. Actually cited in contempt ng isang House of Representatives at ang inyong favorite, faithfully defiant at tagalista ng Noisy na pilit na binabasag, ngunit nakalimutan nila na ako'y isang salamin. Pag binasag mo ang salamin, ito'y dumadami at nagiging mas tusok. Kaya paki-share na muna ito at alam ko't marami nag-aabang sa inyo ng aking reaction video sa today's Kangaroo Court na naganap ngayon kanina na isa na namang paglulustay ng pera ng taong bayan. Ito'y paglulustay ng pera ng taong bayan dahil wala naman itong patutuguhan. Ang ginawa nila dyan sa House of Representatives ay ang tinatawag na political persecution or pinaka-eksakto, persecution on the account of an actual or imputed opinion. Okay? Again, it is persecution on the account of an actual or imputed opinion. Kaya paki-share muna ito mga friends, and alam ko marami nag-aantay sa inyo ng ating reaction video, kaya ito na, nasaan na kayo, charot. So, sandali. Pero bago ang lahat, dahil alam nyo naman ang kanilang mga gustong balakin, patahimikin lahat ng vloggers, especially Duterte aligned, because this is all in connection to the preparation ng impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte, because they would like to dominate social media. Okay? They would like to dominate social media and hindi nila magawa-gawa dahil maingay, maraming noisy, kaya gusto nilang patahimikin ang mga noisy. Kaya now na, paki-screenshot ito, pwede nyong gawin ito mamaya, or bisitahin niyo yung website, kasi hindi ito nakokontrol ng algorithm, walang ganyan-ganyan, diretso ang aking content sa inyong email, walang magsisensor, wala pong makakapigil sa ating balitaktakan, dahil tayo lamang po ay nagpapahayag ng ating political opinion sa iba't ibang bagay. So, click share and paki-screenshot pa ito para po maging isa na kayo sa subscriber ng aking Substack na as of this moment ay may subscribers sa 164 countries in the world. So, paki-click ang share and paki-screenshot ito at please subscribe. Importante ito dahil ito ay hindi na tayo masyado ban. Kung reader ko talaga kayo, it will go directly to your email. Ayan. So, ayan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon ay ang nangyaring malinaw na persecution on the account of political opinion, imputed or actual. So, mga friends, so sinight na nga nila ako ng in contempt. As usual, that's all what you wanted to do, right? Kahit alam nyo nag-attend ako, kinik out nyo ako dahil for a flimsy excuse na dati sa hearings ninyo, yung Zoom, yung mga nakatira sa ibang bansa, nasa Zoom. Hindi ba? Maraming witness sa inyo, di ba? Tama ako? Sa mga Zoom meeting nila noon, mga nakaraan, ang mga nakatira sa iba nasa labas ng Pilipinas nasa Zoom. Tama, mali. Ito naman, contempt ka na, ma'am. Sa sinabi ko, paulit-ulit. So, kinik out nila ako because suddenly, hindi na siya for resource person. Anyway, highway, as you can see, no, kanina is may mga guests from the Meta dahil syempre, AFAM, hindi nila ma-cite in contempt. Pero if you're gonna look at the actuation, sabi nila, yes or no lang ang sagot, bakit evasive? Do you remember how many people that they cited in contempt? How many Filipinos they cited in contempt for exactly doing what Meta officials did earlier? Pag Pilipino, kayang-kaya nilang brasuhin. Kaya-kaya nilang dikdikin. Pero pag mga puti na, hindi nila kaya. Hindi ba? Hindi nila ma-contempt, di ba? Sabi na nga nila, evasive. Alam naman natin, pag may mga evasive noon, kino-contempt nila na mas madilis pa sa 4:00. So this is really an exercise on abuse of legislative power. This is what it is all about. If you're still not again, magkaiba ang dilat sa mulat. No? Yeah, they cited me in contempt. So what? No? That is just part of their political persecution agenda. And ang masasabi ko lang is go ahead, go ahead with your political persecution. This is what this is all about. Actually, itong hearing na to, no, mas dumami pa yung aking materials na aking gagamitin sa takdang panahon. Okay? Ano yung takdang panahon na yon? Well, sabihin ko na lang na isa ito sa mga pieces of evidence. Pieces of evidence for something, no? But alam mo naman, iniipon-ipon natin. Siguro meron akong about 2 years worth of evidence for that big thing. Okay? Kung ano yon, hindi ko sabihin. I will not let them prepare for it. Feeling naman nila, napakakapangyarihan nila, hindi ba? Pero ito lang sasabihin ko sa inyo. I am under the protection of international law. Not the law of the country where I am, but international law. Sana alam nyo yan. Alam nyo ng DFA. Di ba? So, I am under the protection of international law because I am outside my country. I'm living outside my country and I'm not a citizen of this country. So, I am under the protection of international law. So, yung mga nag-aral dyan ng international law, siguro alam ninyo kung ano ang ibig kong sabihin. So, go ahead. And I think you just made everything clearer. Actually, kahit naman yung pieces of evidence that I have before are already clear. But this one, I thought that they couldn't get any worse. So, this one got worse. Okay. So ngayon, ayan na yan, no? Go ahead. Do whatever pleases you. Do whatever makes you feel powerful because it is an honor to be cited in contempt by a very corrupt House of Representatives. Uulitin ko. It is an honor to be cited in contempt by a very, very corrupt House of Representatives led by a very, very corrupt House Speaker. And basahin niyo na lang yung post ko earlier. nandun yung sulat ko sa kanila. Ilang beses ko nang pinapadala yan sa kanila? 4 times. I think 5 or 4. I can't remember. 4 or 5 times. Read the content of my letter. Read it. Discuss it with your kainuman, etc. And now, you would see what kind of House of Representatives you have. Hindi ba? Kita-kita naman kanina eh. Hindi ba? And yun ang masasabi ko. You go ahead and continue your political persecution because bilog ang mundo. And ang masasabi ko lang is, I know my international law. So ngayon, this is a very, very corrupt House of Representatives. Na-discuss ko na to, pero ulitin ko dahil nagdodraw ng, pinapapunta ng mainstream media sa aking page, ang mga tao sa kaka-advertise sila ng aking pangalan, and especially now, hindi ba? Kaya, i-discuss natin ang dapat malaman ng bawat isang Pilipino. Okay? Ito ang budget of House of Representatives. Okay? Budget of House of Representatives. I already discussed this before. So, anong mga sources ko nito? Ang sources ko nito is documents itself from the Senate. Okay? So, ang mga nakikita nyo dito, papaliwanag ko lang sa inyo ang budget cycle. Ang budget cycle kasi, so, yung House of Representatives, mag-a-approve sila ng version ng budget. Yung Senate naman, mag-a-approve din sila ng version ng budget. And then, magkikita sila sa bicameral conference committee para i-reconcile yung budget kung magkaiba. Okay? So, sa normal na pagkakataon, ang reconciliation is either you will split the difference, okay? Or you will prepare one version over the other. Naintindihan niyo yan? Ibig sabihin ng splitting the difference, hindi ba? Pwede niyong gagawin is pwede nyo na lang i-add yung dalawa, tapos kunin mo na lang yung average, and that's it. Or you prefer one version over the other. So what happened to the budget of House of Representatives under the House speakership of Martin Romualdez and this kind of people now pursuing political persecution of bloggers who are actually unveiling corruption in government and they're not doing anything about it. So, in 2023, the budget that the Philippine House of Representatives passed is 15.97 billion. And the budget that the Senate passed is 16 billion. Do you know how much the budget increased during the bicameral? Secret bicameral. It increased to 28 billion. That's a 75 increase than the Senate version. 28 billion. So, iba ang mulat sa dilat. Noong 2024, yung House of Representatives, ang budget version na pinasa nila is 16.17 billion. Ang Senate version ng House of Representatives budget ay 16.9 billion. Pagdating ng bicameral, bigla siyang naging 28.69 billion. Reconciliation ba yan? Hindi yan reconciliation. Anong tawag dyan? Isulat nyo sa comment section kung anong tawag dyan sa ginawa ng House of Representatives. Pera nyo yan. Pera nyo yan kayong manakikinig. Pera nyo yan. Ngayong 2025 budget, ito malala. Ang pinasa ng House of Representatives publicly ay 16 billion. Ang Senate version, 16.35 billion lang. So, ang tinaas lang nito ay 1 million. Alam mo kung paano nila ni-reconcile? Pagdating ng bicameral, naging 33.67 billion ang budget ng House of Representatives. That's a 105.93 increase. Anong tawag nyo dyan? Pera nyo yan. Tell me, anong tawag nyo dyan? And why are you letting these people get away with it? Eh yung mga snatcher nga, binubugbog. Eto, binibigyan nyo ng bilyong harap-harapan na? Tell me, what could justify na biglang lulobo yung budget mo ng 75%, 77% at 105% during the bicameral meeting? Eh hindi naman yung pinasa nyo nung nag-public deliberation. What is this called? At sinerch ko yung mga past House speakership, past Congress, ang available lang, hindi naman kasi ganun kagaling kakatransparent ang record keeping ng ating legislative. Noong 2011, ang tinaas lang 13% under Feliciano Belmonte. Noong 2013, 8.53% lang tinaas under Feliciano Belmonte. Nung kay Pantaleon Alvarez, 0% ang tinaas ng budget ng House of Representatives during BICAM. Nung kay Gloria Arroyo, 0.08%. Kay Lord Alan Velasco, 12.86%. And then yung second speakership ni Lord Alan Velasco, 0%. Si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano po ay hindi po siya naging House Speaker during a budget cycle. Kaya wala siya dyan. Pagdating kay Martin Romualdez, naging 75.06%. Kaagad ang tinaas. 77.21%, 105.93%. Do you know how much ito? It's about 50 billion. 50. For 3 years, niregaluhan ng House of Representatives ang kanilang mga sarili ng about 50 billion pesos ng pera ng taong bayan, ng pera ninyo. 50 billion during BICAM. What exactly bakit kayo, bigla kayo niregaluhan nyo ang sarili nyo ng 50 billion during BICAM for the past 3 years? Why? Is this not corruption? This is corruption. Present this to foreigners. Kaibigan ninyong foreigners. Tell them, explain this to them. And then do a survey, foreigners. If they think that this is not corruption, that Martin Romualdez, House of Representatives, wasn't doing, if this is not massive, not just massive, but grave, karumal-dumal na kagutuman. And take note sa budget lang nila to. Hindi pa dito kasama yung AKAP, TUPAD, AIX. Hindi pa dito kasama yung sa mga DPWH contract. Tinanggal nila yung isa kong page, yung for the motherland. Kasi bago nila tanggalin yun, I was exposing already DPWH contracts awarded to the companies owned by the families and relatives of the sitting congressman. Yung isa naka 1 billion. That's just a DPWH contract for just 1 year. Binura nila. Pinabangladesh yung page ko, yung for the motherland. Nandun yun eh. Nandun lahat. So, tell me, that's why it's an honor to be cited in contempt by a corrupt institution. Because it only proves that we're fighting the good fight. Gagawin nila ang lahat para matapatahimik. Hindi ba? Why? Tanongin yung sarili nyo, why is mainstream media not talking about this? Did you just hear it from me? Etong exposure na to? Say yes or no. Did you just hear it from me? Now, answer me. Why Did you just hear it from me and mainstream media did not report it? I thought that they are against corruption. This is blatant corruption. You present this to any non-corrupt countries in the world? Tell me, how many of them would say that this is not corruption? This is corruption. Garumal-dumal grave. Halang ang bituka. Addict level na corruption. Garapal. So, yun lang, that's my comment. No? It is a badge of honor that a very corrupt institution, the House of Representatives, the most corrupt House of Representatives, perhaps in the last 10 years that we ever witnessed, it is a badge of honor that you cited me in contempt, because it only means that you cannot handle bloggers, netizens who are actually practicing what every citizen should be doing, and that is scrutinizing everything that you're doing kahit mura-murahin pa kayo. Dahil kitang-kita sa mga dokumento kung paano nyo dinorobo ang pera ng taong bayan in the past 3 years. Uulitin ko, it is a badge of honor to be cited in contempt by a very, very corrupt House of Representatives. The most corrupt House of Representatives perhaps in the last 10 years or 20 years. Because kitang-kita sa mga dokumento kung paano niyo dinorobo, ginawang paraan para mangamkam ng pera ng taong bayan during bicameral. Bilyon-bilyon. That's why, kung maninitili lang kayong dilat at hindi kayo mamulat, you will just wake up one day na ang country ninyo, ang ginagawa na, kinukuha na ng harap-harapan sa inyo ng mga congressman ay trilyon. Pag hindi pa rin kayo nagising. Iba ang dilat sa mulat. Pag dilat ka lang, wala na kayong yung ipapamana ninyong bansa sa susunod na henerasyon. It's not going to be a nice Philippines. Do you really think? Itong harap-harapan, what would the future generation tell you? Ikaw, nakikinig sa akin. What would your apo say? Nakita nilang ganitong document. Tatanungin ka nila, Lolo, bakit hindi ka umalma? Na ang House of Representatives, nireregaluhan nila ang kanilang mga sarili ng ilang bilyon during BICAM na hindi publicly deliberated. Ibang-iba ito sa pinasa nilang budget sa harapan ng publiko during the budget hearing. Bakit hindi ka nagsalita? Bakit mo hinayaan? Na ito ay doroboy nila ang pera ng taong bayan. Bakit ayaw mong gumising? Dahil naghihintay ka ba na yung bansa mo talaga ituluyan ng mawarak dahil sa korupsyon ng mga to? Tapos sila pa yung papalakpakan mo? Isira ulo ka pala, pumunta ka na ng Muntinlupa, palabasin mo na lang lahat ng kriminal dyan, pare-pareho lang din naman yan. So tell me, yung nakita nyo, is that not corruption? That is blatant corruption to the highest level. At budget lang nila yan, tinataasan nila. Budget pa lang nila yan. Nang ganun-ganun na lang. Hindi pa dyan kasama yung tupad, AIX, DPWH, etc. Kaya kawawa ang bayang Pilipinas. Kaya tingnan mo ang Pilipinas. Mukha ba yung bansa na hindi nangungurakot ang mga politiko? Tanungin nyo yung sarili ninyo. Lalo na yung mga nagtatravel sa ibang bansa, no? Tanungin nyo yung sarili nyo, yung bansa mang Pilipinas na yan, mukha ba yung bansa na hindi alam mo, may corruption sa lahat ng bansa. Pero may mga bansa na pag napunta ka sa bansang yan, ramdam na ramdam mo na kinukurap ang pera ng taong bayan, at ang mga taong bayan, alam nilang kinukurap, ay walang gustong gawin para baguhin ito. That's why it's going to be a vicious cycle, and you will leave a Philippines to the future generation much worse than how we found it. Guaranteed yan. Guaranteed yan. Because they can get away with it without anyone without any consequences. Ang consequence lang nila social media. Nalalantad sa social media. That's their only consequence, and what they wanted to do, they want to silence social media because they want to cover up ang ginawa nilang pandorobo sa pera ng taong bayan in the last 3 years during the BICAM. And it's documented. I have all the documents. That's why it's a badge of honor that you cite me in contempt, because what would I expect? I don't expect you, House of Representatives, to praise me for revealing how corrupt your institution is in the last 3 years. And that House Speaker, Martin Romualdez, is involved in a bribery case. Okada. 2 buwan pa lang siyang House Speaker. At ito ay nasa kaso. Ito ay nasa desisyon sa isang related na kaso sa Delaware Court sa United States. And you're not doing anything about it. Nakakahiya kayo. Nakakahiya kayo sa mga Pilipinong nagtatrabaho ngayon. Nakakahiya kayo sa mga Pilipinong ipapanganak pa lamang. So, iba ang mulat